Highly anticipated budget speech this week. South Africa is basically at a crossroads. The one path leads to a credit rating downgrade. We are flirting with so-called junk status, which means that South Africa is starting to be seen as something of a credit risk. Now, one of the main concerns of the rating agencies is that growth has slowed in South Africa, meaning less money is coming in. The other is our level of debt. So tonight we're looking at the extent to which we're living beyond our means as a big budget issue. Now, by looking at the level of debt as a percentage of GDP, it indicates how able a country is to pay back debts without getting deeper into trouble. The lower the level, the better. Now, in 2008, when the financial crisis hit, the rate of debt to GDP, or the total national output, was below 30%. That meant we were financially fit and able to handle the downturn. But since 2010, our debt levels, as you can see on that graph, have been rising. Government wanted to cap them at 40%, but this debt is helping to ensure that millions of poor, desperate, unemployed people receive social grants. The hope was that the economy would kick into gear, more money would come in, but that has not happened. Now we're heading to a debt level of 50% this year, you can see in 2016. Now, a lot of people wonder why this is a problem, because here are the countries with the highest debt, and they're some of the richest in the world. Japan's debt above 200%, the US a much better credit rating than us, but it's also above 100%. Now, the problem is that we are a developing country, an emerging market. We're seen as riskier than those traditional safe and very big countries. So let's look at a final graph. This shows how we compare to other emerging market peers. This is from last year, September. You can see South Africa is not the worst, but Brazil, which has a much higher debt to GDP ratio, is already languishing in junk status. The debt has been associated with some very poor economic outcomes there. So Pravin Gordhan will have to show